Hi, welcome to Capizzi's Corner. I'm joined here today with the real estate agent out of our Amherst clearance office, Alex Morlock. Welcome, Alex.
Hello, good to be here.
So today we're just going to be talking about some real estate and getting to know Alex a little bit more and see how he helps, his clients. So Alex, we'll start with an easy one. What got you into real estate? What was the moment where you were like, hey, I need a different change of career. This is what I want to do. Kind of walk us through that journey.
Yeah. So I was working, your typical 9 to 5 for many, many years. And it just got to the point where I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more and kind of progress myself through life a little bit better. I wanted to help people a little bit more and just start really making a name for myself, more so than just going in and punching a clock and coming home and not really doing anything. So I love the opportunity that it gives you to kind of control your schedule and bet on yourself and work as hard as you got to do. And I love it. I love meeting people.
You worked at the bank, right?
I was in the bank, yeah.
Yeah, so it's still financial world, but you have a little bit more freedom now to, your own schedule, and you can kind of, help your clients the way you want, and, marketing and things like that. So, yeah, I came from the bank as well, so I definitely know how challenging that can be.
Yeah, it's awesome. But honestly, it's like you said, it was kind of coming from a good world where you had a lot of, similar kind of concepts that you can carry with you. So it's nice.
Yeah, so in your time in real estate, what would you say is something that, sets you apart from another agent?
Probably just my youth, honestly, which might be a little basic, but no, just how hungry I think I am and how I want to work hard and continue to build my client base and stuff like that. I want to continue to just kind of keep making a name for myself, and like I said, kind of in the previous question, I just want to be able to work for myself and do what I want to do.
Nice, right on. So outside of work, you have a life outside of work, right? I hope. So, what do you like to do? Walk us through, when you're not selling homes, when you're not, making your own schedule, and you're not helping, being hungry. What's something you like to do outside of work?
Yeah, I'm a big sports guy. Big sports guy. I'm a Bills season ticket holder. I love the Sabres, love the Bandits. Go to as many games as I can. I'm a big music nut. Concerts, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just like spending time with friends, family, doing stuff that's just fun.
You got any concerts on the docket this year?
I'll be going to every country
Everything
concert.
we can.
Every country concert.
Taste the country.
I'll be doing. Yeah, we already got those tickets.
Nice, right on. And then what do you think, what do you think the Sabres need to do to turn this around here? Because just, for you guys listening, if you're a Sabres fan, I think that just shows the dedication Alex will put in with you as a client, because he can really stick through the turmoil and go in the trenches with you. So what do you think we got to do? Because I'm a Sabres fan myself. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. It's been a long time, but I just. Sadly, if I knew what to do, I don't think I'd be sitting in this chair. I might be sitting in a GM's chair.
I don't think anyone has the answer now.
Kevin Adams doesn't have the answer, that's for sure. But
it's even with the playoffs on right now, I miss it. I miss the white towels. I miss partying in the plaza.
Oh my God, it's been 14 years.
We'll get there.
14 years, man.
Yeah, we'll get back there for sure.
We'll get back.
So
we got the Bandits and the Bills for now.
So actually, that would lead into a good question that I have. So how would you, in the real estate world, because we've been Buffalo sports fans forever, so we're used to just getting our teeth kicked in. During a transaction, how do you handle a high pressure situation or overcoming adversity throughout a deal?
Yeah, just really being able to lean on those people that kind of taught me and mentored me and stuff like that. I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of great colleagues and a lot of great people around the office. So even as a new agent, I can come in and really have a solid backbone of people to lean on. So if I have any problems that come up, I have 10 people that are a phone call away, and I'm happy to get through that. And then of course, obviously, just talking with other agents, talking with the attorneys, getting whatever they need, talking with the lender, of course, and just making sure that everything's in on time.
Just
and
make
we're
it
doing
a team
the right
experience.
Way. Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's all about just being together as one, because even if there's problems that come up, if you're all on the same page, you can kind of deal with them together instead of people being caught out of the loop.
No, I absolutely love that for sure. So then describe to me your ideal transaction or your ideal client. Do you have a specialty that you want to highlight, or someone, what do you look for?
Just honestly, everyone, people that want to, people that are committed to buying a house, by selling their house, people that are serious about the transaction and understand that even though I have a duty to do as their real estate agent, they also have a duty to do as the client, and they have to, do things on a good timeline and within good faith and stuff like that. So really just people that are, understand the whole process and are really just good people as well. I've made a lot of friends for my clients and people I still keep in touch with and stuff like that. So it's really nice when you can just, grow those relationships and stuff.
Yeah, I can say Alex and I have worked together on first-time home buyers and a lot of investor clients. I will attest that he does a really good job at strategizing, what helps you today, but also sets you up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Exactly.
So, no, I agree. I think you're really, really good with just having those consultations and really hearing what the client wants, and then kind of forming a strategy around their needs.
Yeah. Everyone's different, so you have
Yeah.
to be able to everyone's situation's different. You have to be able to form a situation and a plan for everybody.
So, what would you say? So, I'm a first-time home buyer. And I don't know anything about real estate, and we're friends, and I want to get into the market. What's your process? What should I do first?
Just reach out. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. I know as a first-time home buyer, you probably have a lot of worries, a lot of doubts, a lot of things that you hear, both good and bad. But it's really important just to educate you on the market, about why it might be a great time to become a home buyer, the kind of the process of how it's going to happen. The financial situation that you might need to have in order to do that, and that's of course where a good lender comes into play. But yeah, it's just really all about educating them, letting them know that, hey, you can afford this, man. Like you can do this. It's a lot easier than you think in most cases, because I think a lot of first-time home buyers really have that worry that they might not be able to afford the house, and then you get talking to a lender, and they're like, oh, that was actually a lot better than I thought. And then you start building some equity, and you really go from there, and it's a positive experience.
I think that is a big part of it. I know, like I said, when we have our buyers consultations, a lot of times it helps when clients get a visual of what those numbers look like. It goes one way or the other, right? Like no one ever comes in and they're right on the money with the numbers they originally have in their head. It's either this payment's way lower than I thought, or this payment's way higher than I thought. But either way, then we can kind of steer the ship and set expectations of, all right, let's get you more house, or let's reset. Get you something comfortable in your budget and see what inventory is available there.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about finding the plan.
Hey, everything, credit's good, income's good. Maybe we're $5,000 short of cash to close. Let's sit down, let's go through and look at, how much can you save monthly and how long is it going to take to hit that goal, so that you're comfortable when you buy a house, and we're not going in, you get an offer accepted, we get to close, and I don't have enough money to close, and the deal falls through.
Yeah.
Right? Our reputation's hurt, the client's hurt because they just lost their house. Mm-hmm. And I think setting those expectations ahead of time really differentiates a smooth transaction and a good experience versus an absolute dumpster fire and potentially losing a house. Or if you get into a house, it's kind of like that Jack Sparrow gif where it's like the sink's shipping and you walk right on the dock, right? Yeah. So this is not good for anybody involved, and we're going to try to avoid that. So I love your answer.
But having that conversation even before you're even in the process, I know I have friends that I've talked about before we're even a client of mine or anything like that, and it's just about a year or two and before they're going to be interested in buying a home, letting them know, keep your debts down, keep your credit score high, try to save some money, get your income. It's all about kind of setting the stage in advance, I think, as well. So it's really,
music to my ears as a lender.
Yeah. That way, once you get to that point, you don't really, you're not in the first meeting at a buyer's consultation like, oh, I need how much money? You at least have some sort of idea and you're prepared for it.
Yeah, the expectations are set with anything. Anything you do, I mean, if I think I'm going on a tilt-a-whirl ride and I get on, it's the Aerosmith, 80 mile an hour going upside down, we didn't set the right expectations there, and it's just not a fun experience, right? So, or you're going on the Dumbo ride and you end up on Tower of Terror, it's, you're stuck. It's not a good experience. So, absolutely. So I like that, yeah. All right, let's do a lightning round, and then I have one more question for you that I ask everybody.
All right.
And then, we'll get you out of here. So. What's your dream vacation?
Oh, Hawaii. Something warm. Yeah.
Something warm?
Something warm. I like it. I'm fortunate enough where I've been to a few countries already in my life, so I've been to a lot of cool places, but a lot of them are more of the historical places, and I want to just get one of those nice beach vacations once in a while.
Be an island boy.
Yeah, I want to be an island boy.
That'd be awesome, for sure. What's your coffee order?
Oh, I'm a little princess. I get a iced coffee with oat milk and butter pecan. So I'm a little bit of a
butter pecan sounds good.
It's really good, man. I'm telling you, don't knock it until you try it. It's really good.
Anything pecan is worth a
Anyone
look.
out there, I'm telling you, don't knock it until you try it. I promise
Anything
you.
pecan's worth a look for sure. They what's the one in the fall? The maple pecan that Starbucks comes out with.
Oh, I'm not a big Starbucks guy.
No?
Big Dunkin' guy.
Dunkin's cool. Guy. The whole America runs on it.
America does run on it.
But the problem is I don't run, so I go to Starbucks. That's the difference there. No, they got maple peak, and then what is it in the Christmas time? The sugar cookie almond.
No, I have had that one.
So good.
I have had that one. You can't.
Shout out Starbucks. No sponsorship.
Yeah,
I
zero
don't get anything.
sponsorships, but yeah.
This is all organic testimonial. Sugar cookie almond latte, fantastic in the holiday season. And I'm just a black coffee guy too, so that's a huge jump.
Okay.
Going black coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay.
What is your? Let's see. All right, here's a good one. I'm a client that just moved to Buffalo, or I'm an alien that just dropped into Buffalo. No dietary restrictions, being an alien. What's a restaurant or a local gem that I need to visit while I'm in Buffalo, New York?
Oh, okay. So restaurant right off the bat. Honestly, I go with Frankie Primo's,
Ooh.
which is a little weird, but
Good shout out.
I'm a massive Frankie Primo's guy. They got 2 locations if you're not familiar. So
Wait, I'm from outer space.
You got options. You got options. But no, other than that, there's a lot of great like sports bar, dive bar restaurants, a lot of great like kind of smaller places in Buffalo that you can go to. So I mean, there's so many. As an alien that just dropped in, I'll probably just take you on a trip around, and we'll go eat a lot of wings in all the places. We'll still hit all the
perfect.
Yeah, we'll hit all the wing spots. They're not buffalo wings.
They're not
just
buffalo
chicken
wings.
wings.
They're just chicken wings with blue cheese.
Yes, of course.
With blue cheese, for sure. We're setting you up right if you get dropped there. You come from Saturn, we're gonna set you up right.
Treat
We're
you
not
right.
gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if I'm reaching out to you, here's an easy one. Do you like text or phone call? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
As a friend, text. As a client, honestly, phone call 100%. I really don't want to get caught because a lot of times things are super important. It's really easy for things to get lost in translation, I feel like, or at least I've learned, where I kind of appreciate a phone call with a client. Obviously, everyone's different and it definitely depends, but definitely depends on a work or a personal sort of question.
Well, that's definitely good to know. And then what is one word that clients or someone would use to describe you?
Personable.
Personable?
I think, honestly,
I'll take that.
Yeah, I think everyone who I've done business with in the past, they all say it was a pleasure to work with me, and this was really easy to talk to and very transparent. And I think transparency is key, whether it's about just anything about the house or how your services are going to be paid or just anything like that. I think it's very important to have conversations up front and just be able to talk to your clients and not be kind of just kind of reserved and stuff like that. It's nice to have a personality and people enjoy seeing that, I've learned.
That's awesome. All right, so the last question, I ask everybody this last. Tell me about your first transaction as a real estate agent, and then tell me what did you learn, what was a win from that, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, so my first transaction, I was actually lucky enough where a colleague from the office, she had a multi-unit property that she was listing, so she needed someone to kind of work the open house with her, work the front unit, she worked the back unit. So I was fortunate enough that, she asked me to do it, and I went up there, and we had a good turnout at the open house, and I ended up meeting my buyers, and they placed an offer through me, and then, we all went just forward from there, and it worked out, and I've touched on it a few times in the interview, but I can't thank, my support system behind me enough, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, I have a lot of people that have really helped me out, so what I learned from that is just continue to be active, help people out, go above and beyond for people because it'll pay off, and it's all about creating relationships.
Yeah, well, that could be your win then too.
Yeah,
is creating relationships there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, fair.
Hey, thank you for taking the time to come on today.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to leave anybody with, or?
No, it's been a pleasure. Seriously, man. I enjoyed this. I'm happy to come on again sometime, and I think this is a really good concept, and I'm happy to educate our viewers a little bit more.
All right, so hey, you're a Buffalo guy. I'm going to leave you with a, be good, do good, God bless, and go Bills.
God bless and go Bills. Yes, sir, man.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Thanks.